Thank you, thank you. So I love being a stand-up comedian. This is what I always wanted to do. I have had other jobs in the past, though. I used to juggle chainsaws. It went well for a while. I had to get out, couldn't take the politics, is what it was. The other thing I wanted to be was a pro wrestler. That's the absolute truth. I had a name picked out and everything. I was gonna be the Cripple Threat. Good. That was clever. But people will ask me dumb questions all the time. I'll get this one a lot. They'll be like, hey, Ryan, is that genetic? Yes. Because you see, my mom was Irish, and my dad was a lobster. Kids are the worst, though. Oh, kids are the absolute worst, though, because kids don't have that filter. You know, if a kid says you're ugly, all right? Deal with it. Buy a hat. I don't know what to tell you. I had this 8-year-old girl recently come up to me, and if you're ever feeling pretty good about yourself, let an 8-year-old girl verbally kick you in the nuts. That'll fix that for you. But this little girl, after she saw me, and after she screamed, it was a big scream, which, side note, has led me to a new game that I play. Now when I'm out in public and I see a child staring at my arms, I like to pretend that I'm discovering them for the first time, too. They're like, what are you? Oh my God! What happened? Tell us about it! And that's why I'm not allowed at Toys R Us anymore, so. Thank you. Thank you. Very happy to be back here in Los Angeles. Thank you. I actually just flew in from Indiana, and boy, are my arms missing. Well, that's United for you.
Oh, man. Oh, no, you didn't.
People always want to underestimate me because I have this disability. People underestimate me all the time. I had a woman come up to me after a show recently, and she had some questions. She was like, okay. Can you drive? And I was like, yeah. Oh, good for you. Making it happen. Can you read? And I was like, well, not Braille, but. I'm on the road a lot, so I'm not in these towns very often, so they don't really get to know me. You know, I'll show up in these towns and I'll mess with their world and I'm out. You know, drive-thrus are probably the worst, though. Drive-thrus are really bad. Like, this is not in the training. I went through a drive-thru a couple weeks ago, and as I was leaving, the woman signed "thank you" to me. We had been talking the entire time. That's how I got food. So now I don't know if it's just a quirky thing that she does, or if she thought I might have all the disabilities and she was just covering her bases.
I love Ryan.
Thinking about dating again, I'm single, I'm a single man. Not for long, apparently. Because for me, it's really hard to date girls because they're always like, no. Don't know what that's about. I think it would help if I could dress better. I think that would help a lot. I would love to dress better. You know, wear a nice button-up shirt with a collar I could reach. That'd be awesome. But I can't wear a shirt like that. It's too dangerous. Because here's what happens. Say I put on a nice button-up shirt. I wanted to look fantastic for the ladies in the house tonight. The problem is, if I don't take one of you home with me, well, I'm sleeping in a button-up shirt. Because I can get every button except for that top one, then I'm just gonna be running around the house looking like a crippled cholo. Just a sadness cape waving in the wind behind me. I'm looking for scissors so I could cut it. Then I remember I'm not supposed to have scissors under ideal conditions, let alone near my jugular. So this is what you get. All right, I'm Ryan Niemiller, you guys. Thank you so much. Oh, what's up, Club Nub? How are we tonight? I am very sweaty to be here. Thank you. I am not in good enough shape to do this job, is what I'm learning. I picked a job where all I have to do is stand and talk for a while, and I need a nap already. I started trying to get in shape this year at the beginning of the year with a New Year's resolution. A lot of people do that, but did you guys know that with New Year's resolutions, you don't have to do them? Nobody checks. Nobody follows up at all. I had an entire cake on January 2nd. It was amazing. I made the mistake of telling my best friend I was trying to get in better shape. She's in phenomenal shape, and she's one of those people that if she finds out you want to get in shape, she attacks. Because she knows what to do. She's going to get you there. I didn't even get to finish the sentence when I brought it up. I was like, yeah, I think I want to lose. Oh, you want to lose some weight, Ryan? Sit down. Here's what you got to do. You need to get a Fitbit. Get a Fitbit, Ryan. That'll help you lose some weight in a hurry. And in all fairness, I have heard those are a great way to lose some weight if you were fortunate enough to be born with wrists. Instead of counting my steps, I've been counting the amount of times I drop my Fitbit. I'm getting 8,000 a day. I think that's pretty good. Thank you. A lot of people still want to get uncomfortable that I want to joke about my disability, but this is my life. This is who I am. Like, I'm saying the jokes. It's fine. You're on the team now. Welcome. Come on in. The water's nice. I'm not getting in. I'll freaking drown, but you guys. And AGT's also so crazy for me because I grew up in a trailer. Anyone else grow up in a trailer? That is about all the enthusiasm we could afford right there. That's it. Growing up in a trailer messes with your head. Like, I'm still not used to going out. You don't really go out when you live in a trailer. The only time you go out if you live in a trailer is if there's a tornado coming. Tornadoes are the scariest thing on the planet. They just are. I don't know how much you guys know about science, but tornadoes hunt trailers. It's a proven fact. They've done studies. The tornado is the trailer's #1 predator. But that was always so scary for me. When I was a kid, the weather would get bad, the news would cut in, they'd be like, there's a tornado warning for the area. But if you just go to your basement or interior room, you'll be safe. If you live in a trailer, you're screwed. You'd be better off going outside and fist fighting it. And I did not have fists, so that was really scary. Mom, it's not working! Trailer, you have wheels, just drive away! You are the worst transformer ever! And I'm Ryan Niemiller. You guys, thank you all so much.
Ryan Niemiller!
Oh, I think I just pulled a hammy. That hurt a little bit. Ow. Oh, I'm so happy to be back in Hollywood. I actually drove from Indiana to Los Angeles for AGT because I'm dumb. I am dumb. That is a terrible trip. Like, I live in the Midwest. I love living there. But I think we all can agree the middle of the country is not exactly aesthetically pleasing if you're driving through it. Like, if you've never made the trip, it's basically Los Angeles, New York. Like, that's what you're dealing with. When I was driving through Utah, my best friend was trying to cheer me up about it. She was like, oh, Utah's beautiful. Yeah, for about 10 minutes. That state takes 9 hours to get across. You start to go insane. It becomes like an old Looney Tunes cartoon where the background just keeps repeating itself over and over again. You're like, I've seen that cactus before and it's flipping me off. What's its problem? I crashed my car into the side of a mountain that a coyote had painted a tunnel on. It was a really rough trip. And because I'm a real cool guy, I got a one-armed sunburn on the way. Ladies, that's for you, huh? See, because when you're a ginger, you have to tan in sections or you catch on fire. Got a little on my knee.
Oh, my God.
And I actually lived in Florida for a while near the beach, and that was a horrible idea because I would go outside, and I'd catch on fire immediately. And we're surrounded by water, but I couldn't jump in to put myself out because I don't know how to swim. So now I'm just running up and down the beach looking for a stranger to pee on me, and that's a weird way to make friends. And before anyone asks, no, that was not an invitation for you to teach me how to swim, all right? I'm a grown man. I don't need that skill. I'm fine. My friends get so mad at me that I refuse to learn to swim because they like to swim, and people can't just let other people not like what they like. That's not how they're wired. So they want to trick me into taking swimming lessons by coming up with these nightmare scenarios where swimming would be necessary. They'll be like, okay, Ryan, you don't want to learn to swim? Fine. But what happens if you're out fishing and you fall overboard and there's no one around? Oh, what are you going to do then, Ryan? I'm going to drown. I've come to terms with that. I will die in the water. And why the hell was I out fishing anyway? Did I lose a bet? You can buy fish. I don't need to learn to swim is what I'm saying. Like, I'm fine. I don't need a skill. I just avoid the water and I win. There's a reason I live in Indiana. There's no water anywhere. I beat it. You don't gotta face your fears every day of your life. I'm also scared of snakes. I don't gotta punch a snake every morning, do I? No, I just stay away from snakes. Well, Ryan, what happens if you're on your jet ski? I'm not gonna be able to look at jet ski! Ever! That's not a fun activity for me. And besides, the jet ski rental place hates when you crap in terror on their jet skis. That's how you lose your deposit. All right, I'm Ryan Niemiller. You guys, thank you all so much. Thank you guys so much. It's fun to be on TV. I hear the camera adds 10 fingers. Let's do this. People have been asking me how my life has changed since being on AGT. I'm being recognized in public a lot, which I still don't know how to feel about. Like, I'm really confident here, but out in the wild, it's a little different. I'll give you an example. After my audition aired, that following Saturday, I went to a garage sale because I party. That's how we celebrate in Indiana. And as I was walking up to the sale, the guy who was running it, he saw me approaching and he went, "Triple threat!" Which was awesome because that means that he saw me on AGT, but no one else at the garage sale had. So it sounded like he was just warning people that a handicapped guy was approaching. Like, you said I was crazy, but it's real. The triple threat is here, they're among us. He learned to pick locks, he got out of his cage. And it's hard to haggle down the price of a blender at that point, so. And I'm fist bumping a lot, everybody. I'm fist bumping just all day. I got tennis elbow from fist bumping so much, it's crazy. Like, I like to shake hands, that's what I do. Like, if you ever see me out in the street, like, I'm coming in hard and fast, just pow, let's do this. But like everyone, like nobody wants to, like everyone's fist bumping me. Like, I've been so many people's clearly first fist bump ever. I'm like, you're 95, Ruth, all right? You don't fist bump. So I've been trying to figure out why no one wants to shake my hand, and I think I've narrowed it down to 2 reasons. I think number 1, people don't want to shake my hand because they're afraid they're gonna like break it. Like, it's not made of crackers, everybody, all right? Like, there's bone in there. Terry Crews has shaken my hand many times, and I'm fine. None of you are Terry Crews, I promise. And the second reason I think people don't want to shake my hand, and I swear this is true, I think some people are concerned they're gonna catch it. Because they're coming in just, no. And that is ridiculous because the only way you're gonna catch it is if I sneeze in your mouth. That's the only way. And I feel a cold coming on. And I'm inspiring a lot of people, which is amazing, but I think some people are getting inspired the wrong way. I had someone come up to me after a show recently, and they were like, "Ryan, you know what? I was having a pretty rough day. Things in my life just haven't been going that great. And then I saw you. And I realized my life's not so bad anymore." If any of you thought that when you saw me walk on this stage tonight, I want you to do me a huge favor and get out, all right? You don't deserve the rest of this. That is ridiculous. Because I can't do that to anyone else. Like, I couldn't stop a woman on the street and be like, "Ma'am, you know what? I was having a pretty rough day. I just wasn't feeling like a very attractive person." And then I saw you. And I realized I'm at least a 7, so thank you, thank you. Before I get out of here, I'm gonna end on a little bit of a sappy note. I wanna thank America's Got Talent, and I wanna thank all of you in America for voting me this far. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. If you could all vote for me tonight, I would really appreciate it. And if you don't vote for me, it's technically a hate crime, so. All right, I'm Ryan Niemiller, you guys. Thank you all so much.
Yo, thanks for watching AGT, my friends on YouTube. Click below and subscribe.